Let's solve this gate question. This question came in gate, I think in gate 1996 or 98. Exactly, I can't remember. But anyway, this question is very important. Okay, so let's solve it. This question. It's purely on binary semaphore. Okay, so let's solve this question. At first, I will read it for you. Each process Pi 1, 2, 3, 4, dot up to 9 is coded as follows. Okay. Uh, I mean to say that there are 9 number of processes. Okay. P1, P2, P3, P4 up to process P9. Okay. And the code of all these processes to enter inside the critical section is written here. Just see. Repeat. P mutex critical section, V mutex forever. So, what is the meaning of P? As I already told you in the previous lecture, the meaning of P is up, down, or you can say wait. Okay, and the meaning of V is signal or up. Okay, and what is mutex? Mutex means binary semaphore is also known as mutex. Okay, and what is written here? So, it's a simple code P mutex, and there is a critical section, after that V mutex. Okay, first a process have to execute the down operation to enter inside the critical section, and after that a process have to execute this up operation to come out from the critical section. Okay, so it's better before solving this question you should watch my previous lecture of binary semaphore. Okay, binary as well as counting semaphore, definitely you will understand. So now, here you see code for P10. Okay, another process is there, P10. Here it is written. Code for P10 is identical. The coding for P10 to get the entry inside the critical section. Just wait. To get the entry inside the critical section is identical, is same. Okay, but except it uses V mutex in place of P mutex. So process number 10 will use V mutex in place of P mutex. So it will use it will use V mutex here. Okay. In place of P mutex, it will use V mutex. So what is the largest number of processes in the critical section at any moment? So we have to find out that inside the critical section how many processes can be present simultaneously. So you see, although it's a question of binary semaphore, and I have already told you that binary semaphore ensures mutual exclusion, but here in the question they have modified the code in such a manner that the mutual exclusion will not be there. Okay, let's see how. So at first, in order to make the things clear, I will write the code separately for the process P10 and the processes from P1 to P9. Okay, suppose the code of process P1 to up to P9 is, here you see, P mutex, okay, or you can also write it as down mutex, but in the question they have used up, they have used P, so I am writing P. Then there is a critical section. Then after that, what's written? V mutex. It's a very easy question, don't worry. It's very easy question. And the code of process P10 is identical except, so here I will write the code for process P10. It is identical except it uses V mutex in place of P mutex. So in place of P mutex, it will use V mutex. Fine. And there is a critical section. And again, there is a V mutex. Okay. So here you can see that there are two up operations, two signal operations are there. Okay. So due to this, the property of binary semaphore will get violated. It will not support mutual exclusion in this case. Let's see how. So here you see in the question they have not given they have not initialized the semaphore variable. Okay, so let the semaphore variable is initialized as 1. Fine, because by default the semaphore variable is always initialized as 1. See here mutex. Okay, so mutex is initialized as 1, or also we can take it as 0. Okay, we will come to it later. So now suppose process P1 wants to enter inside the critical section. So process P1 will execute this code p mutex. So what process P1 will do? Process P1 will execute. So just remember from the previous lecture what I told you, for the down operation, that a process will enter inside the critical section and it will make the value of the semaphore from 1 to 0. Okay, so process P1 tries, and now process P1 will make the value of the mutex from 1 to 0, and after that now process P1 has entered inside the critical section. So here I am writing process P1. Fine. So process P1 has entered inside the critical section. So now here P1, P2, P3, P4 up to P9 will run this code. So now suppose P2 tries to enter the critical section. Fine. So what I have told you, that if the value of the semaphore is 0, then the process will not be able to enter inside the critical section. Okay. So now P2 will run this p mutex code. Okay. So here P2 will see that the value of the mutex is 0. So P2 can't enter inside the critical section. So P2 will get blocked. Okay. P2 will sleep. And after that, if P3 tries, then also P3 can't enter inside the critical section because the value of mutex is 0. Okay. So unless the value of mutex is 1, the process will not be able to enter inside the critical section. Okay. So it means what? Here only P1 has entered inside the critical section, and from P2 to P9, all the processes are getting blocked. Okay. But still all these processes can enter inside the critical section. Let's see how. So now the CPU is given to process P10. So now process P10 will try to enter inside the critical section. For that, process P1 will execute this code. Okay, this code is written for process P10. So now what's written here? vmutex. So here process P1, before entering into the critical section, here process P1 will execute up operation. Generally what happens? Generally, before entering into the critical section, a process has to execute down operation, but here you see up operation is there, vmutex is there. Okay, that is signal operation is there. So what happens in up operation? A process, generally it comes out from the critical section and it makes the value of the semaphore from 0 to 1. Okay, from 0 to 1. Why? Because so that other process will enter inside the critical section. Okay, so what signal operation do? What v operation do? It makes the value of the semaphore from 0 to 1. So now when P10 wants to enter inside the critical section, so P10 will execute this code vmutex. So vmutex means what? It will make the value of semaphore as 1 again, and after that P10 enters inside the critical section. So now P10 is inside the critical section. Okay. So now you see, yes. So now you see, suppose, the value of mutex has again become 1. So now suppose the CPU is given to process P2 this time. So now process P2 wants to enter inside the critical section. Process P2 will see the value of the mutex as 1. Okay. So process P2 will execute this p mutex. So what process P2 will do? Process P2 will make it as 0 and process P2 will enter inside the critical section. Fine. So after process P2, if suppose P3 tries to enter, but P3 will get blocked. Why? Because the value of the mutex is 0 here. Okay. So how P3 will enter? Let's see. Now the CPU is again given to process P10. Okay. So this time suppose process P10 suppose wants to come out from the critical section. Fine. Let me rub this. So this time suppose process P10 wants to come out from the critical section. So process P1 will execute this code vmutex, okay, and after that process P1 came out from the critical section. Fine. So since process P10 has executed this vmutex code, so the value of mutex has again become 1. Okay, since the value of mutex has become 1, so now if P3 wants to enter inside the critical section, so P3 will see the value of mutex is 1, so P3 will run this code pmutex. So again, so now since this is 1, so P3 will enter inside the critical section, thereby making the value of mutex as 0 once again. Okay, fine. So these things will keep on happening. Okay, and there will be a stage that all the processes P1, P2, P3. So okay, I will tell you up to P4. Okay, so now P10 is out of the critical section, and P1, P2, P3, all these processes are inside the critical section. Fine. Now suppose P10 again wants to enter inside the critical section. So P10 will execute this code vmutex. Okay, so since it is vmutex, so now the mutex value will again become 1, and after that now P10 will enter inside the critical section. Fine. And now when the CPU is given to process P4, since the mutex value is 1, so P4 will make it as 0, and now P4 will enter. Okay, so in this way you see all the processes will be present inside the critical section at the same time. Fine. Suppose a stage will come like you see up to ... up to P9, up to P8. Okay, all the processes are inside the critical section and P10 is here. Fine. So now P10 yes, and P10 is here, and suppose the value of mutex is 0. Okay, no problem. Here what will happen, P10 will execute this code. Now P10 came out from the critical section, P10 executed this vmutex code. Now P10 came out from the critical section, thereby making the value of mutex as 1. Fine. And now the CPU is given to process P9. P9 will see the value of mutex as 1. So now P9 can enter inside the critical section. Okay, thereby making the value of mutex as 0. Fine. So now again P10 if wants to enter the critical section, process P10 will enter. How? Process P10 will execute this code. Okay. So now since this is a signal code, this will not stop process P10. So process P10 will enter inside the critical section, thereby making the value of 1, mutex as 1. So here you can see in the question they have asked the largest number of processes inside the critical section at any moment. Fine. So here you can see 10 processes are there inside the critical section at any time. P1, P2, P3, P4, ... P8, P9 and P10. Okay. So here the answer is 10. So here you can see that the mutual exclusion is violated. How? Because due to the code of P10. Here in the entry section, rather than pmutex, they have used vmutex. So if you use vmutex in the entry section, or if you use signal in the entry section, then definitely even if one process is inside the critical section, then other process will also be able to enter inside the critical section. Why? Because when one process is inside the critical section, it has not made the value of semaphore as 0 because of the up operation, because of the V operation, because of the signal operation in the entry code. That's why. Since the value is not 0, the value is 1. So the other process can also enter the critical section. So the mutual exclusion gets violated. Fine. So now I think you have got it. Okay. So we will discuss some more questions. Thank you.